Takes us on to number 6, the resolution 15-528, dedication of Whitmore Lake Road sewer as special assessment district easements.
So we have in front of you, Brian, if you want to approach just for a moment, we have in front of you resolution 15-528. This is the resolution that that you're accepting the dedication of the easements. And if you want more legal terminology, Mr. Burns can speak to that. But before that, just wanted to say, in addition to the resolution that is in front of you, which is the acceptance of, your acceptance of the dedication of the easements, you also have a schedule of events that is in front of you. Now, this is based on our meeting schedule. None of these dates are set in stone. It's just we're shooting for it. As you can see here, we are shooting to bid next month, and we are hoping that we will be able to complete construction by December 31st of 2016 by next year. There's a possibility we may be able to have some construction this winter. It's not exactly, it's not likely, it's possible. We really won't know until we go out for bid and are able to talk to the contractors. So that's the bigger picture. I'll turn it over to Mr. Burns if you have any questions on the resolution or any comments. And then Mr. Rubel is here to discuss any process questions that you all have on the Whitmore Lake Sewer Assessment District.
Howard, I have one question for you. Is this total?
Is this what?
You got all, we're not waiting for any easements? You have them all?
No, it is not total, but we do not, these are all the easements we don't need, we only need one easement, but these are all the easements we have, but they are not total. There are people that have refused to give us easements.
I mean, how many? I mean,
two? Two, and then one business. Yep. And I think the Winkler easement is in here. If the Winkler easement is in here, it would be 3. If it's not, which is an easement that we got after this was prepared, it would have been 4.
Would any of these easements stop this?
There are no easements that will stop. None of those easements will stop the project, but I will let Mr. Burns speak to any additional issues that may come up in the future.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So the process of acquiring a public easement is, these easements were drafted by our office and obtained by Howard and Brian. And so you're accepting the dedication so that they become a public easement. And then what we will do is we will record them on the land records and everybody's chain of title who granted it, so that we don't have conveyances that occur while we're getting ready for construction and we lose the rights. So by you accepting them, it's accepting a dedication. It's really accepting of a gift, if you will, because none of these easements were paid for. They were all given by the property owners, and then it becomes a public easement, and we record them, and they're in place for the construction. There are some easements that we're still trying to get 3 or 4 that we're trying to get, and we're trying to get some releases of mortgages as well. There's one mortgage that Howard has a copy of, but we have not received the original release of the mortgage. But it's important to get these in place so that we can move the project forward.
Right. We haven't received, you're right. We've gotten a copy of the release, but we haven't received
The actual document that we can record on the land records. But all this is going to get recorded on the land records after tonight.
Any other questions? Discussion? No? I'll make a motion.
Is there a bidding? Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Wayne.
Okay, the bidding is September 15th. Around that.
August 13th. Oh, September 15th to bid, receive the bids.
Okay, thank you.
We'll advertise in August.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution 15-528 for the dedication of easements for the Whitmore Lake Sewer Special Assessment District.
Support. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. No, you said it first.
Ingstrom motion, Chick supported. Any further discussion? Those in favor?
Is this just a regular vote?
Aye. I'm sorry.
A regular vote for this?
Yeah.
We have to do roll call.
No, yeah, resolution. Chick?
Yes.
Ron? Docket?
Yes.
Ingstrom, yes. Westover?
Yes.
Otto?
Yes.
Thomas? Great, thank you.
Moving forward, just to kind of provide a layperson's perspective of the timeline. So what we'll do here is we will advertise for bids. We'll receive those bids. There will be an official meeting where we will open those bids, advertise public meeting where we will open those bids, and they will be sealed, and I'll ask somebody to do the cutting, probably Tracy because he sits to the right of me. And we will announce the construction costs or their bid amount. We'll ensure that they have all their bid bond documents and the appropriate documents required for a bid. And then following that, then the board needs to, at that point, make a determination on the role. What do they call that?
Spreading of the
Spreading.
assessment roll.
Yeah, spreading of the assessment roll. And that is the point where the board is really making the determination to move forward with the project. So after you have the bids, at that point when you decide that you want to spread the assessment roll, that's the vote that the board is saying we're moving forward. Now following that vote, residents, individual property owners do have an appeal timeline following that vote if they want to appeal the roll and appeal the assessment to the State Tax Commission. So that is at their disposal. We obviously don't give any legal advice and won't advise them on that, but that is at their disposal. And once, if and once the board does spread the roll, if you will, then we'll inform the board at the point of time which the appeal process is up and let the board know if the project is in fact moving forward. That's also the time after the roll is spread when the bonds are, when the documents are provided to bond counsel and financial advisors, and those individuals go out and float the bonds on the market and sell the bonds so that we have the dollars to install the project.
Go ahead.
So I have a question about the appeals process. If one of the property owners or two or whoever decides that they're not happy with the assessment and they want to appeal it, does that hold up the process?
The appeal, it could potentially, depending on how many people appeal. It ends up, the appeal is to the Michigan Tax Tribunal on the assessment on the property. But if too many people appeal, it affects the ability to sell the bonds. And so you can't essentially get the loan and finance the project. So that's how it could potentially stop the project.
All right, and Kathy, do you have anything else? No one? Okay,